Hi everyone. I just need to talk to someone and I'm hoping you'll listen. First of all though, let's zoom out. This is too close for my comfort. Of course these little effers want to play fetch right when I sit down. I wrote some stuff down, notes app style, because I just needed to write stuff down. I am very sad isn't the right word. I've been thinking a lot today. I could blame my sadness on the cloudy sky, but for once I decided to dig deeper into my brain and figure out what was really going on. The truth is I feel like I'm unlovable. My whole life I have strived, I think that's a word, in some way to prove myself. Rosie, that's just not the vibe. To prove to myself that I'm special in some way. I've come to realize that, well, I'm just not special. I'm not particularly talented. I'm not particularly good at content creation. I'm not particularly beautiful or smart. I'm just not special. Half of you probably want to say something nice to me in the comments. Half of you are probably hoping that I cut this pity party short. But just listen to what I have to say before you do that. Cool. I need to realize, and anybody else who feels the same way that I feel about yourself, you need to realize as well. You don't have to be loved to be special. I think I've felt that if I don't have some extra unique quality, that I've got nothing else. That I need to prove myself to people. That I need to prove myself to myself in order to be loved. And that's not true. I feel particularly lonely right now. I must be like reading too much and watching too many love stories. But I feel like no guy would really ever love me because what is there to love? And I don't know if I even love myself. I know I joke about it a lot, but the truth is I just don't know. I wish I loved myself and who I was, and I wish I was proud of myself and the things that I've accomplished, but I still feel this desire, this need to be something greater, to be adored by someone. I don't think I share all of myself with people because I'm afraid to. I'm afraid that if they'll see all of me, if they see the real me, if they see the me that has a shitload of problems, then they won't like me. And in the end, all I want is to be liked by people. Maybe, I think that's what everybody wants, right? Is to be liked and loved. But when you have so few people around you that do actually like you, it makes it extra hard. You know, if you have one person who's devoted to you, at least you know, like, you have one person on your side. At least one person cares. But when you don't have that person, it's like, okay, great. My parents care, my brother cares. But anybody who's not my blood relative, do they really care about me? I don't know. I have friends. I'm not saying I don't have friends, but like people that go out of their way to reach out to me and tell me I mean something to them. I don't have that, and I crave that. And it's not anybody's fault but myself, because not that I push people away, but I don't invite people in because, like I said, it's fucking scary. What else did I write? Let me see what I wrote down on my notes app. My notes app apology. Oh, shit. I need to maybe not read comments even, because somebody commented today that they were like, oh, listen, the only reason that I watch you is because I think you're cute, but your voice really annoys me, or something like that. And I was like, thank you for just straight up telling me you don't like my personality. I really appreciate that. It means a whole fucking lot to me. And that's kind of what set me off. I was doing quite all right earlier in the day, but that one comment really got to me, really got under my skin, really made me think that, wow, maybe people only watch me because of cringiness or my blonde hair that's really growing out badly, and people don't actually give a shit about who I am. They don't actually like my personality. And like sometimes I don't even like my personality, which just makes it hurt even worse. I mean, at least I have like these two to love me unconditionally, but even then they bark at me and I'm like, you don't have to bark at me. I just want to love you and be loved in return. Here's some of the things that I wrote down. I need to learn to love myself even though I'm not special. We already discussed that quite in length as well. I want to give up because I'll never be good enough to achieve my dreams. You know, I work hard on this channel and I'm losing subscribers. And then I work hard on my music, but then I hear other women sing and write music and I'm like, they have a way more beautiful voice than I do. They're way less pitchy. They have way more skills at writing songs. I just saw those sunflowers in the background and that really made me happy. My friend did bring me those. So thank you to my friend for bringing me those flowers. That really meant a lot to me. It's easy to think, why wasn't that me? You know, and why did this person get this opportunity and not me? It's easy to think that way, but it's not fruitful. It's not effective. It doesn't fill you with anything except for envy, which is not a good thing to, envy is horrible. It's not productive thinking, so don't think it, you know? Do things that serve you and think what serves you. You know, I'm thinking, okay, do I enjoy making videos? Yes. Do I enjoy making music? Yes. And guess what? That's all that matters. Even though it's not. Because artists, I feel, and I say the word artist in a general sense. I'm not like trying to toot my own horn. But like artists, for the most part, feel this need to be seen and awarded for their work, their creative work. And I feel the same way. And when you don't get any positive feedback or praise in any way, it feels shitty. Here's something else I wrote down. It's okay to be sad, but it's not okay to think you're worthless. Whoever wrote that down is smart, because everybody has intrinsic worth. I just used a really big word. Didn't even have to go on thesaurus.com for that one. I recently took like one of those Myers-Briggs personality tests because I've always known I was an INFJ. And then I was like, I wonder if I will still get the same result. And I did. And something that I read in the description of my personality type is that my personality type feels the need to have a greater purpose in life. And I feel that need. When I don't have purpose, it's hard when you don't feel like you're serving a greater purpose, or when you question what that purpose is, or when you feel like your life is going to amount to nothing. Like, God, I want so bad to be remembered when I'm dead, but why? ¿Por qué? Don't know. Oh, I wrote that failing and falling both hurt. I don't know, I thought that was interesting because the words are very similar. Failing, falling, they're off by one letter, and they both hurt really bad. I need to do laundry. I just realized that my dryer stopped drying my clothes and I need to go turn it on. I have to do the most laundry I've literally ever done since I've lived here. By the way, in case you're curious, I've been putting it off for days. Kind of a badass. I wrote down that I don't want to talk about this with anyone because I don't want anyone to think I'm whiny or that I'm a burden. But sometimes you just gotta let your emotions roll. Like, I can't afford therapy, but I can afford to record myself and upload it to YouTube and just let my feelings roll. And if anybody relates to it, then that's great. And if not, then ouch. But we're all humans and we're all similar. So hopefully someone out there can relate and then have more put together thoughts on this topic than I can. And I know I go on about this quite often about how I feel like my life is meaningless, but it's because it's what I'm going through. So, yeah. And you know what? People make similar videos all the time, like 5-minute crafts, and they're ridiculous crafty DIY videos. Well, I'm just a girl making self-reflective, depressing, talking at my camera videos. I wrote down that I want people, my friends, my family. No, you know what? My family is like the only people that I don't feel this way about. I want people to know the facade of me and not the actual me. Because again, I'm afraid people aren't gonna like me. And not everybody in life is gonna like you. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. But it'd be nice if a few people did like me. And then I wrote down, what is my purpose and does anybody care? Damn. One of my subscribers recently sent me a book about cognitive behavioral therapy. And I'm really hoping it'll help me here soon. I said in my last video, 2 videos ago, that I was gonna start journaling, and I haven't done it yet because I'm a filthy knobhead, huh? And then also I re-downloaded Hinge, that dating app, because I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna really put myself out there. And like, I get really down on myself because guys will not respond to me or like just not ask me out. And then I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Am I that boring or ugly or weird? And then I'm like, oh, I should delete the app for real now. For real, I'm not doing online dating. But then I'm like, but then I'll never actually meet somebody. And if I don't meet somebody, then I'll never have a family. And if I don't have a family, well, then I'm gonna be 70 and alone. And my brother's kids are gonna come over and they're gonna be like, oh, let's go visit Aunt Gigi. She's so alone. And I just don't wanna be alone forever. I don't want to die alone. And that's that. What a video this is. What a ride we've gone through together. I can't wait to edit this. This is going to be such a fun, uplifting video to edit. Damn. Shoddy. Frick. It's going to be so fun. I'm going to go now. I'm going to go play the ukulele. Because at least that will bring me some sort of joy. I like the name Joy. Jennifer Lawrence was in a movie named Joy. It was a pretty good movie, and I do love Jennifer Lawrence. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. If I was gonna pick somebody to play me in a movie about myself, I would either pick Jennifer Lawrence, or Emma Watson, or Zoe Deutsch. Even though I don't think I pronounced her last name correctly, those are the 3 actresses for me that really rock my world. All right, well that was sort of a positive note to end things on, eh? If you've made it this far, can you leave me in the comments who you would want to play me in a movie? Or let's make this not about me and tell me who you would want to play you in a movie. And I'll leave you with that. If you, for some reason, want to subscribe, I would really appreciate that. If you did also want to smash like, that would be cool. If you want to leave me a comment, I know I said I wasn't going to read comments, but I'm going to read comments. We all know that. And support me on Patreon if you want to go that extra mile. Yeah, I post a lot on Patreon, so if you want a little behind the scenes of my glamorous life, then that's there for you. The sun's coming out. Fucking thank you, Queen Mother Nature. You heard my wish, baby. Frick. Maybe that's what the person was talking about when they said they don't like the way I talk, is when I do my voices. But guess what? I like my weird voices. I'm gonna go now. I'm just gonna leave. It's been 20 minutes. That's... Ooh, look, just join. I'm a bird. Wow. I feel like I'm gonna crack my collarbones if I do that for too long, but it's kind of like a nice back. You know, when I was in swim team, we would go like this. You can't see me at all, can you? Can you see what I'm doing now? It's like stretching, Michael Phelps style. Okay, bye. Kiss, 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 kiss. I love you. Remember, if you don't love yourself, you just know that I love you. Okay.